Just a good old regular photo of a pilot. Hold up, what's that in his hand? How to fly a plane? Ugh, why doesn't my human form have wings? I would love to know how many people he trolled with that, and he actually believed he doesn't know how to fly. Probably not a lot, but that doesn't mean it's zero. I can just imagine someone who is already terrified of flying seeing this. If you believe this is true, what would you even do in this situation? Turn around or stay on the plane whilst being scared for your life? Australians have accidentally been eating a fish unknown to science. Thank goodness! Usually it's the other way around. Fish unknown to science is eating Australians. School gonna be crazy! Chemistry, Mr. White. Don't be surprised if your teacher gets cancer and soon after that some blue crystals start appearing on the market. But also White is one of the most popular American surnames, so it's not that weird that there be a real-life chemistry teacher with that name. Or surname, I guess. The most expensive ride in Europe. The most expensive ride in the US. Once again, I'm so glad I'm not in the America. Look, I'm gonna say this. I may be a demon stuck on Earth, right? I may be that, but at least I'm not stuck in America. I'm just saying that. But look, Americans, liberty and peace and the ego screeching sound people, right? I do wish you all the best and all, you know. I wish things will go better for you. And I'll once again be glad I'm not stuck in the US. You know when you wanna rob a bank, but you also wanna cosplay? Well, I have a solution for you. This Miku mask! Do crime in style. Disclaimer, I don't actually support robbing banks. Being a lurker, having a young account, having an old account, not posting, posting a lot, not commenting, commenting a lot, being called a bot. Yeah, this is a classic, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, so you might as well just do whatever you want. You know those drains you see on the road, right? Those things that their only job is to drain away all the rainwater? What if? Prepare yourselves because this is going to blow your mind. What if they didn't do that? Is this a $1 billion idea or what? I mean, whoever designed these drains sure seemed to think so. Somebody called me unsocial, weird, and an NPC for making memes on a Reddit, in a meme sub. People on internet are weird, and sometimes it's just best if you, you know, they're probably like other trolls, you know, young kids, somebody you looking for attention and is like, honestly, like whatever, you know. But yeah, you know, just keep on posting memes, don't care. Look, there's just like stupid comments out there, you know. Somebody just calling you an NPC, weird and social for making memes on a Reddit, in a meme subreddit. Who is being weird there, right? Because like, you're doing the exact thing you're supposed to be doing in the exact place you're supposed to be doing. You may be old, but are you this old? Piracy is a crime. I've seen this play so many times. Because, look, if you're in hell, right, you don't really have internet, right? So you have CDs, right? We do have technology in hell, I'm just gonna say that, we do have technology in hell. It's just not that up to date as it is here. Anyhow, yeah, I've seen this ad so many times. I am this old. Probably older than everybody watching this video combined. YouTube on phone. YouTube on a PC browser. That is so true, and it's just because ad blocker, tan tan tan. Gaming be like, when you're new to the game, bro, you're trash, quit playing. When you've become good at the game, bro, go touch some grass. I don't know what that accent was, but it was certainly an accent. See, the thing you have to do here, right? You have to just like embrace it. You just have to embrace it. You're bad at the game, like, hell yeah, I'm bad at the game. Yes, I'm bad at the game, so what? Or if you're so good, you just be like, hell yeah, I'm so fucking good. You know, you have a problem with that? You're probably jealous. Dear John, you've been renting for less than a month and you're already getting complaints from downstairs neighbors. You're making noise. It can't be that bad, right? Oh, as I recall, there's a nightclub downstairs. That's what scares me, John. John has to be really loud to get complaints from a nightclub about noise. How do I communicate with blind people? Like, obviously there's Braille, but is there some form of clicking I can do with my tongue to simulate Braille verbally? Edit. Never mind, you can just talk to them. This reminds me of a similar post, except the other way around. I can't find it, so I'll just explain it. Basically, it was the poster writing a post with hand emojis for the blind audience. It's so funny how sometimes you humans forget the most obvious things. It happens to me, a demon too, but that's neither here nor there. Why does this have 30k notes? It's just a picture of a knife in a ranch bottle. Is there some unspoken joke that 30,000 people share? What is going on here? I don't get it. It's just a fucking picture of a knife in a ranch bottle. Is there some spiritual connection people have to this picture? Is there some ominous and mythical reasoning that it has 30,000 notes? Do people reblock this because it makes them look like some Hindi blogger? Or is there just something funny to this? Someone please explain. Now take a look at this picture. Just take a closer look. No one say anything. You're low on ink. Never run low on ink again. Is this a threat? Do you even have to ask? Of course it's a threat. Now go buy ink before HP figures out where you live. Which it probably already knows, so you really don't have a lot of time. Go, run to the store!
Sei così stupido, ristorante, anche io un albero so cucinare meglio di te. Tu non sei italiano, sei un ristorante americano.
Anyhow, lots of you Americans are using this sign incorrectly, so I just gave you an example of how to use it correctly. Basically, you just need to use it when someone is stupid. Decided to pour the content of a snow globe into a glass and drink it. We'll keep you all updated on how this goes. Hospital. What did you expect was going to happen? You can't just drink random stuff and think you're gonna be fine. Who knows what snow globes are made out of? So I've just googled it, and there's a good chance that the liquid contains ethanol glycol, which is very poisonous. Let me just read from the Poison Center website. Someone with severe ethanol glycol poisoning may breathe too fast, have an irregular heartbeat, have a seizure, go into a coma, or even die. So yeah, this isn't something you should drink as a joke. Oh, and the post underneath it is hashtag natural selection real? Follow me to find out. It's the key to our survival as a species. Someone said that the Olympics logo looks like Mary J. Blige. And now I can't unsee it. It does. It really does. I mean, they added lips to the fire, which makes it look way too much like a face. And then the background just perfectly replaces the hair. I'm surprised no one caught that when looking over the design. Or maybe they did and just didn't care. Out of all the bad things a logo could look like, I'd say a face isn't even on the list. Or maybe it was intentional. We will never know. Guys, I forgot Mike Wazowski only had one eye. I was so used to seeing the first picture. Yeah, he looks so much different. Like, he doesn't even look like the same person on the other one. He looks so weird because, like, we're all so used to the first picture, you know, in all the memes everywhere. Yeah, even I looked in the comments of this post and I saw so many people were like, what? It doesn't look right. One eye, Mike Wazowski doesn't look right. Yeah, that's kind of happens, you know, when you get so used to something that actually isn't the original in this case. When you finish the game you invested months into and now have to figure out what to do with your life. Here's a little bit of a like a secret, you know, what you can do. This is like a tip from a professional like me. Thing you do is you don't finish the game. See, that's the kind of the thing, right? Like how I played Minecraft from very, very, very early. probably like, I don't know, maybe a year or two after Minecraft launched. I don't know the exact date since, I didn't pay that much attention to it, but I know I played Minecraft for like a really long time and I haven't finished the game once, not even once. Olympics should have a for fun section at the end of the games so all the athletes can try out different sports. This sounds so fun. Bolt versus Phelps in ping pong. Really want to see this. Couldn't agree more, random commenter. With the expert athletes on the side yelling tips. If they don't add this, I'm gonna be disappointed. It just sounds so chaotic, but in the best way possible. Plus, I'd love to see what sports give you most advantage in other sports, because surely some skills overlap, at least a little bit, from one sport to another. It's so weird to me that people label Fred the athlete of Mystery Incorporated. He came up with highly extravagant plans. Always the one reading the newspaper, wanted to be a mystery writer, and did acting at school. Fred is the art kid. Shaggy, however, was track star and gymnast, which is why he and Scooby were always used as a bait and runners for Fred's plans, and potentially why he consumed so much food. It all makes sense. Shaggy is the athlete. Shaggy can run as fast as a Great Dane, while carrying a Great Dane. Man is the fucking Olympic tier athlete. A bit ominous, don't you think? Imagine just stumbling upon this in a forest. I think it would freak me out, at least a little bit. As I look at this picture more and more, it makes me think this might actually be an art project, since the trees seem to be sprouting from the chairs and the desks, not just going through them as I initially thought. Oh, look! A biblically accurate depiction of when I make a toast and add too much cheese! Yay! The quiz is complete. The Young Personality Test 60 question classify you as catastrophic failure. Something went wrong. Contact website administrator with the provided error code for troubleshooting. You may think this was an actual mistake, but really, this was all on purpose. It's just that the quiz didn't know how to break the news of you being a catastrophic failure, so it hid behind an error. Sorry you had to find out this way. Online death certificate request. Step 1. Who is on the death certificate? The person listed on the death certificate is myself or someone else. You want to know if I'm a zombie? I see you, tricky government. Well, I'm not a zombie, I'm a demon. Out of curiosity, I recently decided to try a non-alcoholic beer. Since I go through an uncomfortable amount of water in a day, I tend to vary with drinks and beverages because when you have to consume your own weight in liquids to keep functional, you do get bored of the taste of water and also water flavorings. Decided to crack open the beer. My first thought was that damn, it really does taste like regular beer. Then I felt an instantaneous feeling of vague drowsiness washing over me. Like on the second sip. Fucking hell, drunk on placebos on the job. This is the last thing I wanted. Yeah, placebos really are so weird. I actually remember once a YouTuber started to feel a bit drunk from just drinking water. Like, what? You humans and your placebos. I doubt I'll ever be able to comprehend that. Also, sometimes you can treat some illnesses with sugar pills because the body is like, you gave me medicine, I guess I'm supposed to heal now, and then it heals itself. Of course, it's not a cure for all, but still, crazy to think it works. Had a caffeine-free Coke, and now I'm re-energized. Fascinatingly enough, being placebo caffeinated cancels out being placebo drunk. Well, if you ever get placebo drunk again, you know what to do. Hell, the place to be, and that's a message I can approve of. Now, I know it was supposed to be like a hello and with a morning coffee, but honestly, hell, the place to be is a completely fine message approved by me, Hope. What if, instead of drops, rain fell all at once? Like a 2-inch thick sheet of water just goes twop, and then it's sunny again. Fun fact, this is what would happen if there were no air resistance, and it would actually come down so fast that it would kill us. Oh, indeed. No, thank you. I'd rather keep air resistance. Plus, I really like rain. It's so calming. Like some sort of a natural white noise. We don't care. Stop. To know more, keep driving. So, should I stop or keep driving? Make up your mind sign. For this one, we need some context first, since it makes it even funnier. Apparently, this stock photo was used in an article about pH levels. Keep that in mind, will you? And what is this picture, you may ask? Ta-da! A thermometer! There is so much wrong with this photo. For instance, why is someone measuring the temperature on the ground? And why is it 200 degrees Celsius? That's way over the boiling point. Now, first thing that popped into my mind was, maybe this is the temperature of a planet from our solar system, but none were around that range, being either way too hot or way too cold. So I don't know what that photo was originally meant for. My guess, however, is that someone realized they have a faulty thermometer and decided to take some photos with it before throwing it away, because why not? Now, as for the article that used this stock photo, well, I'm surprised they managed to fumble this so badly. It took me just a few seconds to find stock photos that actually measure pH level. 2 of them also showing dirt, so, Terrible bus shelter in Denmark. Glass offers no shades and narrow angled roof offers no cover from rain. Great, and now we have from a commenter here who said, check out my sleek design. Is it useful? Who cares? It's sleek. If you ever feel like your life is pointless, remember that the Olympics have a lifeguard. To me, this makes perfect sense. At the Olympics, people are going all out. So it's not crazy to think someone would overwork themselves and had to be rescued. Though it hasn't happened yet, you never know. Hell, someone could even get a cramp or a heart attack. Just because these are the best swimmers in the world doesn't mean they aren't humans. And I think it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when compared to everything else at the Olympics. Hiring a lifeguard is probably one of the easiest things you can do, especially when that could be the difference between life and death. They saw the first one that was sugar, and they didn't read the rest. As you can see here, not all of them are sugar. One is sugar, one is salt, and the one they poured in is pepper, which I would say is the worst one to pour in, because at least, if you cook whatever you do, is it food, you can put salt into it, no matter if it's meant to be sweet or salty. But pepper, well, time to make another cup of coffee. Someone, I love your outfit. Me, thanks, it has pockets. So true. And anyone who ever shopped in the women's section knows the joy of finding clothes that have pockets, like actual functioning pockets. Because sadly it also happens that sometimes the clothes have pockets, but they're fake. It's like the clothing companies are like, fine, you can have the style of pockets, just not the functionality. Gee, thanks. And then if you go to the men's section, everything has pockets. Now that I look at it, my dress also doesn't have pockets. Just proving my point. Turkish Airlines, and the fact that this could be such an amazing ad if it were only the other way around. If it were the other way around. On the other side, I'm pretty sure it looks perfect because it's like plane lifting in the sky. And now here it looks like the plane is doing the Boeing thing. And you don't want to be doing the Boeing thing. Please, Turkish Airlines, leave that for the Boeing. Thank you very much. Like, no offense to my friends and family, but if I had the chance to abandon this timeline for a medieval fantasy, I would absolutely do it. Goodbye student loans and depression, hello cool magic shit, and most likely an early death by a sword. As it should be. You will have fun shitting in an outhouse and losing loved ones to the plague. Damn. Medieval fantasy, not actual medieval times, you impudent fool. Have fun crapping in an outhouse and losing loved ones to goblin raiders. Damn. That's more the fuck like it. Yeah, just a reminder that if you were in such a fantasy, you'd most likely be the NPC, not the town's hero. Just like how now you're a regular human and not a celebrity. Why is no one freaking out over matter from cars? The guy lives in a junkyard full of car parts. Which wouldn't be that bad if he didn't exist in a universe of talking cars. He sleeps surrounded by discarded organs and hollowed out corpses. When you start the assignment the night before it was due and realize why you were given 3 weeks to complete it, well, this is a complication. Here's a tip from a pro, and by that I mean from a demon who never went to school. Have you ever seen a demon go to school? No, you haven't! I mean, have you ever seen a demon? Yeah, you saw, you can see me, so I guess that's that. Back to the point. You know you can check the assignment, right? You can just like check what it is. You don't have to complete it, you don't have to do everything, but you can at least check what it is so you have a better, oh, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. It's that simple. It's that simple. People just like check stuff before. God damn it. Have a little bit of anxiety. Great tattoo for if you ever forget how to slow down or speed up the motorcycle. You see a stop sign and you're panicking. Which way do I have to turn to slow down? And then you look at your hand and remember it's a stop sign. You're supposed to be hitting the brakes. Yeah, I'll scan your item in just a second. But first, you have to hear this sick bit I'm making. Did anyone as a child want to have a slide that goes from the house to the ground so you didn't have to walk? If you did, can I assume this is not what you meant? This pizza looks like the most American shit ever. One slice and you've consumed your daily recommended calorie intake. 2 sad spoons. Sporks? A perfect time to tell you how a spork is such a great invention. On one side a spoon, on the other one a fork. Imagine you're going to eat something, right? But you don't know what. Spork! Or what if you're eating something that requires a fork, but in the end there's some sauce left? Now, you could lick it, or you could use a spork. Look, realistically, using both a spoon and a fork will be easier most of the time. But if you ever went camping, you know how important it is to pack as little as possible. And if that means one spork instead of a spoon and a fork, yeah, I'm gonna choose spork anytime. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Also, this design of a spork is complete bullshit. A deer contemplating life is what it wants you to think. You know how they say if you see a deer that looks a bit strange and then it runs away on its back legs? Yeah, that's a classic example of a skinwalker. Tired of people stealing your bikes? Well, we have a great solution for you. Is it fake? Is it real? Are you sure you want to find out? Use the product at your own discretion. We're not responsible for any damages that might occur while using our product. The employee who stacked these shirts deserves a raise. Can someone explain me why does this cat look more like a demon than me, an actual demon? A crocodile just relaxing in a pool, completely understandable. It's summer, it's hot outside. Who wouldn't want to go to the pool to cool down a bit? If you like this video, give it a like and click on the screen to watch another video. And thank you for watching. With your help, I'll be back in hell in no time.